The AI bubble, why the smartest companies on Earth may be burning your future. The AI companies replacing your job. Can't even pay their own bills. OpenAI made $20 billion last year. Anthropic, the company behind Claude, made $9 billion. Together, they power most of the AI tools you use every single day. Now, here is the number nobody puts on the headline. OpenAI spent $12 billion just to generate that revenue. $7 billion in training, $5 billion in running costs. Every single year. And here is the part that should genuinely disturb you. These companies are simultaneously telling you they will replace your job, while operating on billions of dollars of venture capital life support. Today, we follow the money. And what we find is not what the headlines are selling you. The hidden math that makes OpenAI, Tesla robots and self-driving cars inherently unprofitable. Let's start with a problem that gets almost no coverage. These companies are private. OpenAI, Anthropic, Figure AI, Tesla Robotics division. None of them publish audited accounts. The $20 billion figure. That is a run rate, a leaked projection. Not a verified number. But it gets more interesting. Look at where the money actually comes from. Microsoft invested $10 billion into OpenAI in cloud computing credits. OpenAI then spent those credits back at Microsoft, on Microsoft's own servers. Both companies counted this as revenue growth. This is not fraud, it is perfectly legal accounting. But it is not what most people picture when they hear $20 billion in revenue. Gross revenue, $20 billion, real cash received, ? Annual losses, $4 to $8 billion. The honest version of the headline is this: OpenAI is a company that generates $20 billion, and still loses money. The infrastructure trap. To understand why AI can't easily become profitable, we need to go back to 1845. The railway bubble. Investors poured billions into rail infrastructure across Britain and America. When the bubble burst, and it did, something remarkable happened. The tracks stayed. The bridges stayed. The tunnels stayed. Passive infrastructure, once built, runs at near zero cost forever. The same happened in 1999 with the dot-com bubble. Companies went bankrupt, but the fiber optic cables they laid stayed in the ground. Today's internet runs on infrastructure bought for pennies from those bankrupt companies. Now, here is the critical difference with AI. An H100 GPU, the chip that powers most of today's AI, has a useful life of 3 to 5 years. After that, a newer chip makes it 10 times more expensive to run the old one than to replace it. It becomes inefficient and obsolete. AI infrastructure is not passive. It is a machine that must be constantly fed. Fed electricity, megawatts of it, every day, whether you are using it or not. Fed water, millions of gallons to cool the servers, every single month. And fed capital, billions, to buy the next generation of chips that makes the last generation obsolete. Fiber, marginal cost equals near zero, asset life equals 20 plus years, once built, passively awaits use and does not decay. When a fiber optic company went bankrupt in 2001, the cables sat in the ground, ready to be used. If a major AI company went bankrupt today, the servers go dark in weeks, if not days. The data, the models, gone. This is not a bubble like the last two bubbles. The infrastructure itself expires. Robots and the hardware paradox. Now let's talk about the part that gets really interesting. Robots. Because everything we just said about AI software is worse when you add a physical body. Hardware plus software equals double the cost. Take self-driving cars. The poster child of the AI will replace human workers narrative. Each Waymo vehicle costs between $150,000 and $200,000 to build. It requires a supercomputer on board, constantly processing, just to navigate a city block. And it needs remote human operators standing by. Waymo revealed, the cars are in US cities, and the human operators are in the Philippines. And they require special charging hubs and specialist maintenance teams. Waymo is owned by Alphabet, the parent company of Google, and is widely considered the most advanced self-driving platform in the world. It is also losing billions of dollars every single year. Not because the technology doesn't work, but because the cost of running it exceeds what passengers will pay. Now let's apply this to humanoid robots. Tesla Optimus, Figure AI, Boston Dynamics Atlas. Humanoid robots. For a humanoid robot to be profitable, genuinely profitable, it must clear a very specific hurdle. The total cost to build it, power it, and maintain it over its 3 to 5 year lifespan must be less than the cost of the human worker it replaces. A humanoid robot today costs around $50,000 to build, plus $10,000 a year in maintenance and electricity, plus the software subscription. It must replace a worker whose salary makes that math work, probably someone earning over $70,000 a year. For low-wage jobs, the robot costs more than keeping the human. And here is the paradox nobody wants to say out loud. The workers most at risk from automation are the high-earning ones. The knowledge workers, the coders, the analysts, the creatives. The creative professional, software developer, financial analyst are all at risk. Not because robots will do their physical jobs, but because AI software will do their cognitive ones. The factory floor worker, who earns $30,000 a year, is safer from robots than the consultant, earning $300,000. Let that sit. Who is actually making money? So is there any profitable robotics? Yes. But it looks nothing like the hype. Not the flashy robot demo but the industrial factory arm. Intuitive Surgical makes the Da Vinci surgical robot. They are highly profitable. Da Vinci surgical robot operating precision surgery. Their secret, they sell the robot at high margin, and then charge for the single-use surgical tools. Every operation, the razor and blade model, recurring revenue, surgical tools. Fanuc and AB make industrial factory arms, also profitable. Industrial robot armed as welding, painting a car, precision manufacturing. They do one thing perfectly, and for 10 or more years, with no need to update their intelligence every 6 months. Notice what these profitable robots have in common. Specialization, long lifespan, high-margin consumables or services attached, and zero artificial general intelligence required. Now compare that to the humanoid robot pitch. General purpose, constantly updated, competing against cheap human labor in most markets. These are not the same business model. One has been proven. The other is still a bet. Profitable robotics, Intuitive Surgical, razor plus blade model Fanuc, AB, One task, 10-year lifespan universal robots, simple robots, proven ROI. Tesla Optimus, unproven at scale. Waymo, cross-mark losing billions annually. The Red Queen's race. There is a concept in evolutionary biology called the Red Queen's race. You have to run faster and faster just to stay in the same place. AI companies are caught in the Red Queen's race. In AI, this means the following. GPT-4 cost roughly $100 million to train. GPT-5 cost an estimated $2 billion. The next frontier model may cost $10 billion or more. Every company in the race must spend more on the next model than they earned on the last one. And if they stop, if they fall behind by even one generation, their market share collapses, they are obsolete technology. Their customers switch to whoever is running the best current model. Overnight. There is also the commoditization problem. When 10 different companies offer equally capable AI, what happens to the price? It drops to the cost of electricity. And in a commodity market with massive fixed costs, nobody makes a profit. Airlines analogy, high fixed cost, commodity pricing, thin margins. Unless something changes the equation entirely. The bull case, is there a way out? Now, and this is important, I want to give you the other side. Because smart people disagree on this. And the bull case is not stupid. There is intelligent debate, thoughtful discussion, to analysis. Bull case number 1, efficiency breakthroughs. Models are getting smaller and cheaper to run with every generation. DeepSeek proved that a model can match GPT-4 at a fraction of the cost. If that trend continues, inference costs could drop 90% in 3 years. Bull case number 2, the human replacement premium. If an AI agent replaces a $100,000 employee for $20,000 a year, the company can charge prices that comfortably cover electricity and chips. And bull case number 3, energy ownership. The companies that survive will be the ones that own their own electricity. Microsoft is building nuclear reactors. Google is buying solar farms. Amazon is backing fusion energy. If you control the power, you control the running cost. That changes the profitability math permanently. So the honest answer is, we don't know yet. This is genuinely unresolved. What we do know is that the current model, spending more than you earn and hoping for a breakthrough, is not a business. It is a bet. So what's the future going to be? Here is the summary, in one sentence. The AI industry is building the most expensive infrastructure in human history, that expires in 5 years and requires constant feeding, in the hope that the intelligence it produces becomes valuable enough to cover the bill. Maybe it will. The bull case is real. But if it doesn't, and there is no guarantee that it will, this will not look like the dot-com crash or the railway crash. It will look like something new. A crash where the infrastructure itself goes dark. Not cables in the ground waiting for someone to use them. Machines that stop thinking the moment someone stops paying the electricity bill. This is Uncharted intelligence. We go where most channels won't. If this made you think differently, subscribe. Because the next video goes even deeper. And leave me one answer in the comments. Do you think the AI industry will find its profitability inflection point before the money runs out? Yes or no? I read every single one.